Luganda online. You can
What?
see Kimikaro.
What? Musimenta what? Musimenta, pardon?
I say my Luganda is not in good.
So you can't listen well Luganda, okay?
I can't listen very well.
Okay. That means we are going to use English. Uh-huh. Happy Tuesday. Welcome from the Palm Sunday, the Holy Palm Sunday. Welcome from the Holy Palm Sunday. Okay. Uh, Today it's 15th. That day is past the date, the month of. But the half of April is done. The half of April is done. That means we are going to complete also April. A question comes to you, the question comes, are you really facing the challenges of your own progress, or you are just there? Simu yange ate ekyakola bannaye emaze neekola. The question was, are you really still focusing and facing? After facing, that means you have a focus, you have a mission which is guiding you to do what you are doing today. To do what you are doing today. I told you if it's 15th April, over 2025. It's just now I have half a month of April. So each one thought about recruiting someone, but is seeing that like someone who told him or her that is to join in April by 1st April. Now when he calls him, doesn't pick the call. When he texts him, just leaves her or him on a blue tick. Yes, all those are challenges of progress. All those are challenges of progress. Let me tell you, whenever you say business, whereby 99% of the people are in that business, automatically that business won't make money. If the business has 99%, that means the 1% is remaining for the customers. Now the 1% is going to divide into itself about 99. Let me give an example. If in your village you have one shop and the village is almost 1,000 people and you have only one shop, that means even if the shop attendant sells sells 1 kilo of sugar to those 1,000 people and gets only 200 shillings per kilo, that means he will be earning this amount of money from the 1,000 people. Now, let me assume that there are 100 shops which are serving 1,000 people. Then the 1,000 divided by the 100, automatically each shop will be obtaining 10 customers per day. Now, if you attend to sell sugar if you attempt to sell sugar, 1 kilogram of sugar on the 10 customers, when each kilogram has a profit of 200 times the 10, that means you have 2,000. There is no business. There is no business. So, the business which you tell a person and it takes time investigating and watching you still doing it, but without good results earlier or quickly, that means that if you're not having the good results, yet other people who were in business at first have good results, that means you are developing or you are constructing or you are forming a foundation of the business which is going to make it strong for the main big time. But for the people who saw you starting the business in 2021, for them will ask you, how far with your things? Are your things still working? Those questions come in because you told them that the robot is working for you, is making money. And in that system, the people have to ask you because they are not seeing you progressing at a high speed, yet you know that you have to sit down and concentrate on your business and construct a great foundation. By the time you put on concrete pillars, that business will stand firm and strong. Let me give you an example of two farmers. You can find a farmer, two types of farmers. You can find a farmer, one is told to plant beans and another one is told to plant 1 acre of coffee. In that meantime, 90% of the farmers will rush for beans because in 1 year, beans, they are harvested 2 times. That means for them, they are looking for short-term earnings. He goes in for beans because he knows he has to harvest 2 times. Okay? Has to harvest 2 times. But for the coffee farmer, for him, it will take him time. He puts in fertilizers, manure, and so on for almost 5 years without even getting some single coin. Okay? So we people, we look at the short-term earnings. That is why the 90% will rush for the banana for the beans because they harvest it 2 times. But within a minute time of 5 years, the coffee farmer, he or she will start harvesting almost after 3 months because you find the coffee, it has flowers, it has some small nodes, then big nodes also, then already the ripened coffee. So you find that at least a farmer in a month, at least every month, he goes and picks some in 1 acre. At least he can pick some 3 bags. But for the bean farmer, for him or her, was eyeing at this quick earnings. This is the same as to our business. When you tell a person about this business and he or she comes in When you tell him a business, and you are lucky he has joined, but he has joined with that thought of a being farmer. Like me, as I was in 2022, I had that thinking of being farmer. I had that mentality of coffee farmer. But now this time round, I have that mentality of coffee farmer. Now the question comes to you, whoever's here. Of the two farmers, who are you? Of the two farmers, go in the comment section, put in an answer. Of the two farmers, who are you? Take one side. Take one side. I don't want you to say that all want to be, but you select and you give us a reason why you select that. You go in the comment section, even if it's a bean farmer, put BF. If it's a coffee farmer, put CF. We go. Hey, as we used to stay in school, we used to abbreviate words, like between BTW or BTN. So Hamus has said he wants to take a route of coffee farmer. So put also the reason. Put also the reason. Yes, also those as a coffee farmer. Put in a reason why you have selected that person of a coffee farmer instead of a bean farmer. I'm seeing comments here. Only 2 participants in the whole class. Imagine. There are ladies, the likes of, let me now read your names here. The likes of Christine Amongini. I'm seeing you. Simon Crispus Munene, Frederick Nwamanya, Irene Kwagala. You also there, but you don't want to comment. Maybe I'm going back to the comment section. You put in your answer. Bosimenta. Hey, I'm using English. You told me Luganda is not good to you, so I'm using English. Nah, net fashion is thanks for the fashioning. Richard the Dango. Okay, even to Mwebaze, Alex. Hey, let me tell you, 90% of the people, all of them. Amos, even the people who plant beans also have goal. They also have goal. But the only goal is inside you. That's why you selected that. Some doesn't know that to send some. Okay, some don't know how to send message. Okay. Okay. So who doesn't know to send message? Atamanyi sindika message waniko mukono gwo waggulu. Bwoto gemazima because time ngafuka ngo oli musomesa nawe. So katubanga tobakiga, that means it will cost you much to teach other people on a Google Meet. If you don't know how to type in a message, put up the hand, we direct you. That means all of you know. That means all of you know, but tomwagala kuwulira musomesa. Singa mbadde kumpi mmwe mbooko. Sandi naliresemu abantu babiri bokka. Only 2. Knitting fashion is I think now is knitting. Can't type in a message. Okay. For that, sorry, I have joined now, sir. I have just joined. Okay, you have just joined. Okay, thanks for coming. Cyrus. Okay, Cyrus. Thanks for coming in for the lesson. Cyrus, I was giving 2 examples of farmers. That each farmer is given 1 acre. Each farmer is given 1 acre. But the 2 farmers are told to select on 2 crops. One, the bean, and the second farmer is told, and the second crop is the coffee. So, and for the bean farmer, for him or her, is intended to harvest 2 seasons in a year. But for the coffee farmer, it will take him almost 5 years to start harvesting good yields in 1 acre. It's like that, sir. Some of us are listening while you're working. Bambi, okay, kwagala, okay, okay, okay. Kali, great, great. Thanks for working. When you work, don't forget to add at least it when you are to work or you're employed somewhere. It's good and fine. At least take $15 of your salary. You add on your capital. That means one $15, at least it can buy one margin call. At least it can buy one margin call. If possible, you can add in 30, but at least let it be 15, 16, 17, and above. Even if you get 1,000, add on. That's your goodness. Okay. I was telling you that the 90% of the farmers will come for beans because the beans, it takes 2 or 3 months the farmer harvests. Then for the coffee, it will take him 3, 4, 5 years in just injecting in manure. The other coffee did not come. Then he replaces another one, and so on. So those are the challenges these people fear. That means only 10% will opt in for coffee. The 90% will opt in for beans. Now, when I was still young at home, whenever it was raining, it has rained late in the evening around 5 p.m., 6 p.m. By that time, like around 99, 2000, our father used to get a spear in the corner of the house. We go down with garden. He gets those seedlings of coffee. He used the spear to pierce the soil. Then we put in that small tree, that small seedling. My friend, now this very year, I have seen a thing which I had never seen it before. The father constructed the house. It's almost around 67 million. That I have never even thought about it, but it came from coffee. But remember, he planted coffee around 1999, 2000, around from there. Now, to put it on that building, at least maybe when the coffee has just risen the price in 2025. That means for him, he had that strategy of one day, let me add my capital. One day, I will hit it. Now, for the banana, for the coffee, for the bean planters, when they get 2 sacks, they put in the school fees. When they get 3 sacks, they go in for school fees. You find that each season is doing the same thing. It's not preparing for the frontiers. It's preparing for the 4 months. Now the question comes, you people who are here, are you all preparing for the 25 years from now? Let me give you an example. Each person here who is 18 years and above, I'm remembering that you was born at 0 seconds, but you came in for 1 minute, you came in for 1 hour, you came in for 5 hours, you came in for 1 month, till the 18 years and above you have today. The reason why we people don't progress in the long-term investment season is we think that we are going to die earlier. Who told you that he knows your calendar? Now, if we don't die 7 years to come, since you had that thought that no, now I might, yes, no one has the calendar of dying. That's why I always tell parents that if you are doing is good, I mean in the side of businesses, if you're not a killer, if you're not a stealer, if you're not, let your child, let your children also learn that system, because it's where you have got money to educate him, to buy clothing, for medication, for food, and so on. So let your child also do that. But remember, doing that, there will be some evolutions. Although it's the same thing, but at least it has to be changing. I bypassed near Gogo Mall. I saw a roundery shop. It's a Kenyan roundery shop. The Kenyan laundry shop, laundry business. It had 70 years of experience. That means for the Kenyan person who came and started that business of laundry, and today it has 70 years. That means if we started it at 30, by now he has 70 years and he can't operate. That means he's having the children or the grandsons, or the grandsons are now the one operating that business. The reason why the business is still operating is because he used his children to love the business is operating at the age whereby he was still powerful and was still strong. By the time he gets weak, the replacement will be their son. That's why we in Uganda, we have a problem whereby you find that the father is a trader and doesn't allow you to trade, to go in for the trading. So now you go in for school, you opt out at a senior four, you start meandering, going for mobile money. After they chase you, the mobile because you made a loss and even you may be imprisoned. Then you go in, opt in for gardening. You garden, they give you 5,000 a day, 3,000 higher as used to be. Now you come out with almost 15 years or 20 years without nothing in your head, unless you stand firm on your own and decide the route you are to take. If you decide at your own the route you have to take, just know it will also take you 5 to 10 years. Now, we are lucky that we are in business today. And I know there are people who are asking you, are your things working for you? Is anyone here being asked that question? If you are there, you can put up the hand. If someone has ever asked you, are your things still there? Are your things... No, if you were there and the person have ever asked you, are your things still there? Yes, Irene. Okay, like why you told me that, are your things still there? Now remember, you told them that it's making you money. But they're not seeing you progressing, building a good house, you wearing expensive clothing, eating food in good hotels. They are still seeing you in rent. If you're still renting, they are seeing you in rent. But they have to ask you, are your things still there? Then you will tell them yes. And you will ask you the last question, how much have you earned from it? So people, the one who has rose up the hand, the one who is not busy, you can unmute and tell us that conversation. When we talk, when you were in the conversation of that sector, kubanga I want you people who have just joined the business, expect someone will ask you, because you are having the people you are telling them about the business, and those people are there watching you. Someone can unmute you to grant it one as a young number, but never.
Me, me, I have a friend.
Mm.
I I joined the business. Then I told her about the business.
Mm.
I told her to join. She was like, it's a scam. It's a scam. Then I told her it's not a scam because on loyalty you just keep your money. You don't send money to anyone. Now she was like, I have to first see you withdraw some money. Then I do what? Then I join. Then
Mm.
I told her I can't withdraw money because I've just started. I'm like
Mm.
compounding my money. I'm like
Uh-huh.
compounding my money. She said, I can't join now. I'll just have to wait for you like maybe a year. I see
Mm.
you if you're still in business. By then I will join if I see that it's really working. That's how she says.
Now, for that case, if that person is still there, you keep on updating your WhatsApp statuses because that person now will keep on viewing your statuses. That's it. Any other person with an addition according to that section? Mm-hmm.
Good morning, everyone.
Yes, Nyalo.
Yeah, I have my colleague, and
Mm.
by that time he was my bestie.
Mm.
So when I came to know about the business, I went and consulted them. By the way, I went to him and I consulted. Remember, I was making a mistake to consult someone who is not in the business. However, he
Mm.
was
Ay,
so
ay,
good.
ay, 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 ay,
He
ay, ay.
made
Ha.
some.
Ha.
He helped me to make some research about the business. By the way,
Mm.
after making research, then he came back to me. He said, maybe it will work for you. And
For
then he's
you.
like, yeah, he's like, maybe it will work for you, but me, I cannot join such things. I was like, why? Then he said, no, don't worry. If you feel like your heart wants to join. I said,
Mm.
okay. I joined the business. After joining, he was like, Harry, did you join the business? I was like, yes, I joined the business. He said, okay, I'm here ready to wipe your tears.
Mm.
So remember, I've just made 3 months in the business. It was
Mm.
last week when he asked me that question. It's like, Irene, how is the business going? Are you making some things, or you're just posting like to deceive us? I was like, I can't post something which is not beneficial.
Mm.
If you see my post, that it means that like I'm benefiting about in the business.
Mm.
Then I also went on my Twitter and I was like, I understand this option.
Mm.
Yeah, from there, we are no longer friends.
Ah.
And it's like, he's ready. He's ready after 1 year, maybe after 10 months. He's ready to weep my tears.
Ah.
I rebuke it in the name of Jesus. Thank you, guys.
Amen. Welcome. So, each person who is here, you have that one friend, the two friends, the 10 friends you told about the business. And that person is asking you, how is your business? For him, is just waiting you to cry. I'm assuring you, even if you get some painful problem, keep your tears with your heart unless you consult the people who are in business. By the time you start crying now let me give you an example. If you have a trade and it's gonna be delisted, let me give you an example. And you had let me say $500, and almost it's almost 70% negative. So that means almost 3/4 of your money is gone. Yes. In the moment you just tell that person that, oh, I had 50, I had 500, but my friend dipped to 70. Now I'm almost remaining with almost $65. That person automatically he will say, I told you. Now you see the people have stolen your money. But the good thing with this business is one, that we are all given one trade. If you come in with your $10 and sells at 3%, you have 0.3. If you come with your $100 and sells at 3%, you have $3. If you come in with your 1,000 and it sells at 3%, the same percentage, but differs in the profits according to your capital. That's the only good thing here we have. It's the only good thing. That's why I'm requesting you people not to rush. Though, when someone is prospecting you, is telling you to join the business, he will talk at the 3%, even 70% daily. And you calculate your 1 million. Each day it will be making you around $30. Sorry, 30,000 or 20,000. And when you come in, you spend a month without seeing even a $0.00009. You feel like now, I want to make money. Now you go back deep to the person who even is out of business, and you start informing him or her about this business. And now you will say, in the first 3 days I made $9, but my friend, let me tell you, after those 3 days, now I spent one full month or two. That person will tell you, yes, since you are still new, they had to give you some good sweets earlier, so that you don't cry. Now, have you seen what has gone against you? Yet the trade is the one which has dropped. Let me give you an example. I have a trade, it's called CK. CK, I'm now 200, maybe and 12 days, I think. I'm in. It's making me some small money every day. But whichever capital, or $15, or I add 30, then I divide in 15, each margin call. On the drop, I used to buy. But now, I had this mentality of putting in 2.5%, 3%. Now, this time around, hey, I put 5%, 5%. Why? I have start doing this because I was thinking that now when I put in the 3%, it will buy quick. Yes, it buys quick, but my friend, when you are small, when your capital is small, and the trade is dipping, now I had some dollars on balance. So when I extended the portion drop, the percentage drop to 5, it bought one margin call. Within 4 days, I was seeing the capital on balance. I see now me, I have a tendency. If the trade fails to rise to sell, at least you go deep, you buy. Me, just I don't want to see they are struggling. You don't reach the take profit, and then again you don't go in for the margin call drop. Now you are there in the middle. I feel like at least if you don't go up to vomit, you go down, you buy. Because I know when you go down and you buy, then you will come back and you clear that step. So I spent almost 4 days seeing that capital. Now I want to go to opt in for another trade. I went and spotted a trade, I calculated, then I was typing in to go in. I saw a notification that CK has bought another margin call. I said, hey. Then from that time, I can't just divide my capital anyhow. I don't. For example, we need the money. That's number one. We need the money. No one is here and is not in need of money. We need the money. But dividing capital won't make you the money you need. It won't. You say person is having $1,000. The 1,000 is in only one trade. But for you are having $200, you are having 8 coins. 25, 25, 25, 25. What are you rushing for? You want money. But I don't blame you, because you came with that tendency or with that knowledge which we told you when we were teaching you that you make a 3%, 7% of every day. So whichever coin you see, you put in. Whichever coin you see, you put in. Whichever coin you see, you put in your money. At the end, you find that all the coins, if their mother coin has dropped, let me give you an example. If Bitcoin just drops 5%, these children, they will drop 20. Just their mother drops 5%, then the children will drop 20. 20% down. Now the question comes, if you had put all your money in different trades and it dips 20%, when will those come back? When will those come back? And when you put it on another capital, you buy in another trade. When you add in the 15 strategy, I tell you, you buy another trade. The question is, you are making your dashboard busy without even earning. The dashboard looks clean. You have many trades, but the capital is 200, 300. Really, will that work for us? Will that work for you? If you are told to don't divide your capital, don't do it. Even if you say trade is making 100%, don't. Stick on point. Stick on point. Stick on point. That's the only route to escape poverty. Because now we saw some trades, they can pump within 4 hours. It pumps 56. It pumps 86%. That means one time, one day, the trade you are in and you feel like crying, it will pump and all the margin calls are so deep. You will see that the person who made 0.5 yesterday, today has made $12. The person who made $7 yesterday, today has made $37. It's because the trade has risen at a high speed, and because you had that capital in it, automatically it will give you good results. But my friend, let's don't rush. Let's not rush for money. And the other thing is, let's love our capital. Even if you spend a week without earning, but when your capital is still on balance, it's better and it's best than saying you have divided the capital and all trades are in negative 2020s. I understand with my capital. That means we have to develop capital behavior. Okay? We have to develop a capital behavior. At least you rather see your capital on balance than seeing your capital in different trades, each trade in red. At least you stay with one trade which is in red, but that capital, it will be buying using the doing the margin calls. At least instead of you rushing, you opt in other trades, think that you're going to make a lot of money. My friend, if the machine grabs your head, automatically you are done. Go jogena ngokuvumaganya business. You are the one to go talking about negativity about the business. So you say the robot, we thought the robot knows each and everything. Yes, the robot, you gave it orders that when the coin drops, buy it at 5% negative, using $7, using $7, using $70, using $18. You are the one who ordered it. When the trade rise to 3%, just opt out. It will do that. But for the coin, the robot has no knowledge for it, because you can find a person who had, let me say, 1 billion, has extracted the money out of the business. There and then, automatically, the business, the trade will dip instantly, as we saw OM. OM just dropped almost 91% in 3 hours. You think what happened to it? What happened? Do you think? What happened to that trade, that asset? And now it's gaining power slowly. But the person who joined it at that moment, and he just put all of his capital at the first buy. Do you know, coming back after 2 hours and you find the trade is in negative 70? Ogambirawo bano bandoga. Hey, that's you exactly. Hey, by the way, I saw I saw you that in the, but you deleted. I saw in the group that me or Musmanya did it to me. Hey, oh no, Yagambi, it's like me, so of us were listening. Okay, me, I don't want to even tell someone about the business for such thing. Is yeah. Now, if you don't want to tell them about that business because of such words, now you have to keep on your strategy of adding capital for the period of 2, 3 years, 5 years. Then, by the time we start eating the good food, by the time we start withdrawing the USDTs into Ugandan shillings, then the nearby friend, you let him know. For example, when you enter in an hotel, you request for food, you and a friend. Then you like check in your wallet and you have 0 balance, and the banks are far. Then you tell him that, let me withdraw from the crypto. Then you start asking, from crypto? What's crypto? Say that no. We work money using the smartphone. Say that how? Then you will start showing him. Then remember the small phone you have. Let me give you an example that it might be with a SIM card which the money is going to be deposited. Now, it might be for you, but also talking that if this person at least makes it earlier and we pay the hotel, we go, I'm tired of here. Then the money will drop positively. Then automatically, those good hotels, they have the normal pay, the flex pay, the Airtel pay. Then you'll just get the money out of the SIM card without even calling someone. And you pay on the normal pay, you go. This person will come in, you will move from that hotel asking you, hey, man, how are you doing that? How are you doing that? Then this person will go to the friends, then he will talk to them. We wanted a hotel, he had no money and the banks were far. He went on his smartphone, he talked about the crypto, he made a withdraw, he paid, we move out. The other friend will say, now you're fair. But for him, when he saw you doing it without even calling anyone, for him, he will come to you, he will be your friend. He will go and look for the money to be like you. And knowing that behind that successful withdrawal, there was almost 3, 4, 5 years of pain. Yeah. Mukyasaga. Things are not easy. The only easiest thing is to wait for the world to drive you. But if you want to drive yourself, you have to fight on your own. If you can't fight on your own, you wait the world to drive you. And remember, when it drives you, you can't hesitate. When it goes into the bush, you have to go with it because it's the carrier. You are inside. It's taking you that. It's taking you that way. But when driving on your own, you are the one on the steering. You are the one to change the wheels. They turn the direction. But when you wait for the world to do it for you, accept each and every challenge you find. There's a saying that the poor doesn't eat what he wants, but just he eats what's available. Muogo yaliwo n'olyoyo ekyennyanja okyagala naye tokisobola. You want the fish, but you can't afford it. Then instead of eating the fish, eat this silver fish, the mukene. And remember, 500, they are almost 100. 500 pieces of the silver fish. It's almost 100 pieces, even more than. It can even carry to 200 pieces, but costing 500. When you buy the 1,000 silver, you can even get 10,000 pieces because the polythene, the polythene bag, you can carry big luggage. Now, you people, you have to decide on your own. If you want to build your business, first build your capital. So, on building your capital, keep on sharing on platforms. Keep on talking with the friends. Not all will join you. Even Jesus, all of the people did not follow him. Are you Jesus? And I told you, if we join a business whereby all 90%, 99% of the people are doing it, that there is no money. Now, we are lucky that we are in a business which you can tell a person and tell you, let me wait for 1 year. But that is 1 year. You keep him being your friend. He will start going for the TikTok and sees other videos. Another person is doing the same video. And the video you did last time. Then he sees another person posting on Facebook. And again he saw you posting the same business. Now, it will be easier for that person to come to you. Then he will tell you, but since you are my friend, let me join it because of you. Kumbe, he has seen different posts on other platforms. They are same to the business told him 1 year. Kat is going to come, akugamba, okay, let me join it, but because of you. Now, if we did not talk about the business with him, that means he will rush that person is seeing on Facebook. Don't get tired of talking. The pastors, why they get that money from the Indiga? Because they have that morning Simanya hour, lunch hour, the evening hour. On Friday they have that Simanya, the overnight. Each service, no one goes without money. Even if you go with 500 shillings, now it goes in the morning lunch hour, goes in the Tuesday lunch hour, goes in the Wednesday lunch hour, you find that a week, 6 days, if a person is going with 1,000 lunch hour, that's 60,000. And on Sunday, he will take 5,000 because has made at least some good money. Okay? So that's it. So unless you have any additional message, you can give us, friends, unless you have any additional information, but we can call it a day. If you have a question, raise up the hand, we go in for the question, we opt out of the lesson, we go on for other duties. Anyone with the question? Anyone with the question? Okay, chance of Kulabanyel. Are you having any question? Yes.
Yes, coach.
Yes, boss.
Good morning, boss.
Yes, good morning, boss.
Yeah, mine is not a question, but just a word of encouragement.
Yes.
I think I only have one worry that God does not give us a reverse gear that is in our age. But I would wish to be as young as you people in this on this call now. And if you at my age and you find a person of my age, I'm still saying at least I have to hold this business, then what about you who is below 35 years? So I'm just challenging you people. Give this business a second thought. Give it your all energy. Just give it 10 years. Because now for me, if I give it 10 years, I will be 52. But for you, if you give it 10 years, you may be 30. You may be 35. You see? That means you will still be young. So please, I'm encouraging you and I'm challenging you. In 10 years, you will be the billionaires of this country and don't give up. That's what I can tell you. Thank you.
Okay, great, Mr. Fred. Welcome for that. For those words. People, mainly the 18s and the 20s, they rush in. They want to turn 22 years, 25 years when they are driving a 600 million car, which is impossible unless you were born in a rich family. But if you have no connection in rich families and you were struggling on your own, my friend, take time, construct a strong foundation whereby you put the pillars to hold your life with your children to even your grandsons. That's it. Thanks, Mr. Fred. If anyone has any addition, maybe you can put up the hand or unmute. You let us know. We call it a day, 2 minutes to 10 a.m. I see no one here. Okay.